Okay. All right, we'll start.
Dr. Kemp, I'll let you get started.
Okay, so I'd like to call the meeting to order for the Materials and Equipment Committee meeting. And we have one item on our agenda, that's the TLC contract. And looking at this page, you can chime in here a minute. It looks like this has been kind of an ongoing contract through the years with the library. Is that correct?
Yes, the library has been with TLC, or the Library Corporation, for many years. And this is our last multi-year contract was up. So this is the new multi-year contract. And it did go up a little bit. But if we sign the multi-year contract, they will hold the price for the next 3 years.
Okay. All right. After reviewing it, I mean, there's a lot of boilerplate things there, I'm sure, in that contract. And so if you and Dylan have looked at it and you feel confident with that, then I'll be recommending to the board that they accept this contract. So,
Sounds good, Dr. Kemp.
Yep.
any other questions? The Materials and Equipment Committee? So we will adjourn this committee meeting and go to the full board meeting.
Man, we may run out of time with meetings like that. Wow.
Yeah. Are we ready to get started, Paige, on the regular meeting?
If you are, we're ready to go.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order at 12:05. Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Martin,
Here.
Mrs. Teeman,
Here.
Mr. Clay, Mr. Sammons,
Here?
Ms. Brush, Mr. Schisler, Dr. Kemp.
Here?
The first item is the approval of the minutes from the Property and Extension Committee meeting and our September board meeting on September the 29th.
Kara, we need
Do
to
I
back.
have a motion?
I'm sorry, Kara, we need to
I'm
back
sorry.
up. Since Ralph didn't show
sorry,
up,
I know, you told me I need to, you told me this and I forgot already. I need to appoint a secretary pro tem.
I'll do it, Kara.
Tammy, would you? Okay, thank you, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Paige just told me that right before the meeting and I still forgot. Okay, do the approval of the minutes. Do
I move that we accept them. It's Ryan.
I have? Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. The next item is the approval of the financial report from September of 2020. Do I have a motion?
This is Tammy. I move that we accept it.
This is Ryan. I'll second it.
Any discussion?
I just want to comment that Dylan does an excellent job with that.
Yes, I'll not need that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Concur, yes. Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton,
Yes.
Mrs. Teeman,
Yes.
Mr. Sammons,
Yes.
Dr. Kemp.
Yes.
Next item is to pay the bills for September. Do I have a motion for that?
This is Charles, so moved.
Tammy will second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton,
Yes.
Mrs. Teeman,
Yes.
Mr. Sammons,
Yes.
Dr. Kemp.
Yes.
The next is audit budget and expenditures, and that would be Ryan. Looks like you've got it all kind of laid out for you there on the agenda.
Yeah, let me go to my email for a minute. Oop,
Okay.
I'm going back and forth here, so. All right, so, which one is it? The,
Audit budget expenditure, yep.
why am I not seeing that on my,
On the agenda.
oh, it's already on the
Yeah,
agenda?
it's actually,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
actually
sorry.
on the agenda.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
it
they
now.
have it laid
I
out.
looked.
Yep.
I jumped out too quick there. Okay. So, all right, so we need a motion of approval of the 2020 quarter two and 2020 quarter three donations and refunds reimbursements.
Do you need
Move
those
to
all
approve.
separate, it looks like, right?
Okay,
Is that
All right.
correct, Dylan?
Yeah, that's just how I have them listed.
Do you
Can we
want
do them
them
all at
all
once, or-
separate?
Yes, just because they're different amounts that are already laid out per the quarter, if you don't care.
okay,
That's fine.
okay. Make a motion to approve, this is the first one, A. Make a motion to approve the donations in the amount of $2,561.87 for the period of April 1st through June 30th, 2020. Do I have a second?
Tammy will second.
Okay.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
You can let her come inside. She can sit in the room. Oh, just kidding. It sounds like she's way in a tunnel there. Sorry. All right. All right.
I know, I
So,
listened very closely to hear Hannah say this.
I noticed Carol was struggling. I think they could let her in the room if she wanted. So,
Yeah.
We're socially distanced.
oh, I gotcha. She just distanced a little socially farther.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. The second one up is I make a motion to approve the donations in the amount of $2,740.51 for the period of July 1st through September 30th, 2020. Have a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
All right. And thirdly, I make a motion to approve the refunds and reimbursements in the amount of $25,440.64 for the period of April 1st through June 30th, 2020. Do I have a second?
Tammy will second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
All right, and last but not least, make a motion to approve the donations in the amount of $20,050.03 for the period of July 1st through September 30th, 2020. Do I have a second?
I'm sorry, that should say to approve refunds and reimbursements in the amount of $20,050. Sorry.
What did I say? Did I say something?
No, it's written as
Well,
donations.
yeah,
I
it's
just
donations,
I
but-
mistyped it when I put it on the agenda. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. So it's refunds, right?
Correct.
But you got it though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Was there a second?
I think Charles seconded, did he?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Just make sure that's clear that it's refunds and reimbursements. Yep.
Right. I mean, I can read it again if you want me to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Okay.
Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
Next up is personnel. That would be Tammy.
Yes, I move that we ratify the hiring of Mary McKenzie, part-time branch clerk, effective October 19th, 2020, at $10.11 an hour, replacing Noah Colley.
I'll
Do I have
second.
a second? Okay, Ryan
That was Ryan.
seconded.
Yep.
Any, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
Next up is materials and equipment, and that would be Dr. Kent.
So I lost the PDF, sorry. Hang on, it's coming. So I move that we approve the TLC contract, as outlined in the agenda item.
Tammy will
Do
second.
we have okay, Tammy seconded. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mrs. Morton? Mrs. Morton?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Sammons?
Yes.
Dr. Kemp?
Yes.
Okay, Paige, I think it's up to you.
I only have one item that wanted to let you know that there was some question about, we have had an annual toy clothing drive for many years, and we didn't know if they were going to do it this year, but there is still the need. So we are going to start collecting clothing and toys for the children in need. So anyone can drop those by. It's going to be through Operation Grace again this year. And Operation Grace is a nonprofit organization which distributes these items to children in need through the schools. They kind of go through the teachers who know who is in need. So that will start anytime anybody wants to bring clothes, toys, school supplies. We'll do that through the first, collect those through the first week of December.
Very good.
Okay, and that is all I have, unless you have any questions for me about anything.
I think I'm good. Everybody else good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, do I have a motion to excuse? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, that was Charlie.
That was Charlie,
Thanks,
thanks.
Charlie.
Oh, sorry. Sitting here.
It's been a 12 months for you, but I appreciate all you do for the library.
Well, thank you, thank you.
I concur.
Ditto.
Yes, very much. We know that it's been a rough month and you still, were able to get everything needed to be done. So we appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
all your support and the beautiful blanket and the coming to the cards and thoughts and prayers and the visitation. So all of that helps. I appreciate it.
Do I have a motion to excuse? Yeah, for sure. Do I have a motion to excuse absent board members?
This is Tammy,
I'll
so
move.
moved.
I'll second that,
Okay.
either way.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Is there any public comment?
There was not any public comment.
Okay, so this might be a record. Do I have a
Wow.
motion to adjourn?
Wow.
I'll move. That's right.
I'm sure no one will complain about getting some time back in their day.
Did I hear Dr. Kemp second it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, guys.
We have opposed, so.
All right, you have a
Thank you.
wonderful
All right,
day.
thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone. See you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.